Alright, here's the Dewalt 3/8 inch impact wrench, which I just bought yesterday from Amazon for $100, $105, something like that. It's not brushless, I mean. It's the older design. The brushless one was $140. There's the other Dewalt tool I have, which is a 1/4 inch impact driver. It's got this hex head in it that you would use it with a hex socket like this one, or a bit. Now there's an adapter you can get to use sockets like this, and the adapter is somewhere here. I don't know, can't find it. Anyway, this however has a standard 3/8 inch connector here with a hog ring on it, so you can slip the socket straight over it. That makes this tool shorter than this one. If you add the adapter, it sticks out about that far, and as you can see, the relative size of these are almost identical. This is a little smidge longer, but when you add the adapter that'll fit sockets, it ends up about out like this. So if you want the absolute most room for your 3/8 inch sockets, you get this one. I haven't tested it yet, at least as far as its ability to take bolts off. From everything I've read, I'm sure it'll do whatever I need it to do for any kind of bolt less than 17 millimeter. I've got a larger 1/2 inch impact wrench, Cobalt. That's a monster. I mean, it weighs 3 times more than this, that I use for lug nuts or suspension parts or anything like this. This is valuable for access reasons. You can get into lots of tight spots. I've used this for car work, and it's proven very valuable. It's not really a criticism of it, but I noticed that it was a little long with the adapter on it. That's why I kind of got this. I want to keep this, for automotive work exclusively. And this will be for drilling holes and for driving screws, which is what it's primarily designed to do. And for that purpose, it runs great. I mean, it works wonderfully well. You put a hex head drill bit on it, and man, it'll zing. That hole's right there. Put it on a 4-inch deck screw. It blows it right into the whatever it is you're trying to screw it into. Both of these, I'm sure, are going to be very valuable additions. This is incredibly light, as is this. Let's see which one feels heavier. They feel about the same. There's the battery that came with my impact driver. It'll fit this one, all of them, of course. And there's a 6 amp hour battery. I bought a 2-pack of those for $130 from Amazon not too long ago. Oh, there we go. There's the visual of what the hex adapter looks like. You can see when it is added to this, it is pretty long. Let's see if I can slide it on there. There it goes, and it makes it front heavy. That's how long it's going to look. Now you can get a slightly shorter adapter. I've got some of those that are maybe half that size, but it's just still the same principle. It'll stick out longer in the front than this other one will. I'm going to go try this on a Corolla lug nut, or a Civic lug nut, I guess. See if it gets it off. It should. A real world test here. So it took that off. That's torqued to 80 foot-pounds, or at least that's the spec on it. I don't know what it's actually torqued to, but the spec on it is 80. It got it off without any trouble. I won't be using this for lug nuts, but just as an FYI, it appears it'll do that without too much trouble. I'm not going to try it on my Navigator because that's 150 foot-pounds. It might take that off, but I would never use it for that purpose. My 1/2 inch Cobalt will blow off a 150 foot-pound lug nut just in 2 seconds. That's what I would use. This appears to be more than adequate for what I'm going to be using it for. Plenty strong enough. And it's brushed, but that doesn't matter. I've never worn out a Dewalt tool. and it's virtually impossible for me to imagine how I could, because while I enjoy using these tools, I don't use them every day, and I don't use them, even every week sometimes. So that'll last me for the rest of my life, I'm sure. I'm well satisfied with it thus far.